Yeah, hello everyone. Good evening.
Good evening.
Okay. There is one file I am sharing with you. It's a .md file, so markdown file. Can you? So if you are using Collab or something, can somebody tell me that? Can you open it in Collab or somewhere? Like not in VS Code or something. Like direct in the browser or in the Collab. Let me. I'll be back.
Yes, sir, it is opening in Colab.
How we require to open it?
I add it into my Google Drive and then open it through Google Drive.
Okay.
Not as a collab file, but as a different file in a collab actually.
Okay. Hi everyone. So just now I shared this file. Uh, so I'll just go back. Okay. So if you see, it's like questions are there in this. Why I am showing you this is, yeah. So I think everybody can download this. Hmm. Yeah, okay. Everybody can download this. Okay. So if you download this, it will be in your storage. So my point is, if you upload it in the session, okay, like this. If you see now, it's uploaded in my session. So that then I can, if I double click this, it will open up like this. Okay, it has all the questions and options and something like this. Okay. Why I'm showing you this is because uh, you face portal issues like when you switch tabs and all. So we'll give you this file. Okay, dot md file will give you, which will contain questions and all. Okay? Like questions like this will be there. You can use this to work on this. So let's say if it's opened up in another tab, you can change the tab also, like here, two columns or something like this. Okay, you can do like this. So here, let's say I wanted to solve the first question. I read question here like which data set are you using, something like V1. Okay, uh, something like this you can do. And then like let's say second question, how many samples are there in the data set? So I know that I loaded the data. I'll write data dot shape. So that is going to my V2, and uh, the collab looks like something like you have Q1, right? So under Q1 you will write this whatever answer is, and let's say this is Q2, Q2 something, right? So under Q2 you will write what is data dot shape and the output for that. So something like this you can do. To view the questions, you'll have this, but the portal submission will be on the portal. There is no escape for that. Okay, this thing will be there, so it's easier for you. Like now you don't have to go
Switch
back.
tabs.
Yeah, switch tab or go back to portal for copying the questions. Okay, you can copy questions from this. The other option is still there, that you can go to portal, copy all of that, all of the things at once, and then you try solving it. Okay, that is the other option. So this thing we are trying. Okay, so I'm not sure how much this works, or let's say this thing you see, we wrote this in MD file. Now this is not making any sense, right? uh, so we'll see like how good MD file we can create in this. Okay.
So we'll have to download this file, right?
Yeah, you have to download this, and like you download the data set. Okay, like you do that, and then you can use this. So this will contain questions and all. uh,
So can you send this link right now?
yeah, that's it. Same thing. In the links, is it possible? Link on that? Well, I don't think so possible. But what I can do is, so this is going to be revision. So I'll just continue from here. Okay.
So this is from previous year OPP. This question.
These are from previous term. Yes, previous term.
Sir, can we consider this mock as the reflex of the OPP2, sir?
No,
I mean the pattern.
what pattern? Yeah.
We have received one mock, no, sir, for OPP2 in our portal.
Mhm.
So that can be a reflex for the OPP2. The difficulty level, like that, I'm asking, sir.
Oh, difficulty. No, I am not sure about difficulty level. I can't. I don't know. Like coding wise, now see, I have been here in this course for like 2-3 terms. So now practice coding wise, I feel always easy.
Okay.
Quiz wise, I can understand. Like understanding something takes
Yeah,
time, but
yeah. Concepts.
solving wise, I don't now. I don't understand. Is it hard or is it easy? But we try to keep something
Okay,
which we have in the course.
okay,
This
okay,
is-
okay, sir.
So, but it will be similar, right?
It will be similar.
The number of questions.
That might change. Um, that might change. But you will have two sections. That is going to be there. Wait a sec, somebody already.
Sir, both the sections have equal weightage or they are different?
We have kept 40-60. So model building will be 60%.
Okay, sir. Right.
And one more file is MD file. This will be demo of MD. So if you feel any, let's say something like this appears in the exam, then not sure, like you have to change tabs and all, or maybe let's say all the things are possible, like let's say there's a full portal, how much that supports, and this is an MD file, so I don't know how much, what kind of this questions we can write. But if something, let's say less than equal to or something we can't write, then you need to take help from portal. But this will at least help somewhat. I'm not sure how much, but I'll consider something. We'll give you this kind of file, MD file, and you can copy paste it. Now let's come to the discussion. So I'll just close this.
Hello, sir. Hello.
Hello. Yes.
Sir, how did you split that collab into two column? Can you show that again?
Okay. So let's say I have this. I uploaded this using this option. Okay. So I have to first upload this. Then only it will appear that this kind of thing. .md something, right? So I'm clicking this twice. Like clicking this, and this will appear. You can change tabs using this three dots you can see at the top right. Change layout. So like a single view, or two columns or two rows also, right? So this anyway it's possible.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
That. Okay. So earlier we did somewhat on column transformer and all. We did thing right now. Let's say this time, right? Mm, I mean, how many of you feel when you solve this thing, the mock, that the paper is easy, but when you go to the exam, then it's not easy. Is that
Yes, sir. I feel
Yes,
that.
sir. I feel the same way.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. I mean, I don't know why, but it's like this every term. We even maybe I don't know, but something with portal or not familiarity with the collab. Um, what is-
Actually, time constraints, sir. That's what I faced. Okay.
Yes, sir. In the previous OPP, there was a very big, I mean, time
okay.
constraint actually. There was
So
too many questions for that.
okay. So let's say you don't see the answers of this and you solve this collab. Um, what how much time will you take? Like same thing, like which is last previous term. Okay. How much time will you uh take up for this? I mean, I don't know
Nearly
how much.
3 hours to 3.5 hours, sir, when I try to solve all the questions,
So let's
complete
say
all the
10
questions.
questions in one part, and yeah, no, sorry, 13 question in one part, and the 9 in other. So it's like 21. Okay. So I mean, I know one few questions are like what is data set and all. So 19 around questions you will have, and you take if you take 3 hours, okay, then we can't do anything. But mm, so do you try like do you go sequentially or you solve which are easier you can solve like that?
No, sir, while solving mock and all, I'm going sequentially, sir. But in
Okay.
exam, because of time constraint, I used to go whatever I know first, I will try to do. If it is not connected, the questions is not connected with the previous one.
Yeah. So okay. Now they are not connected that much. I mean, I'm not sure. I can't say that they are not connected,
Okay,
but at
okay,
least in
sir.
model building they are not connected.
Yeah.
Each has a different kind of classifier and something else. So let's say this 4 to 8, something common instruction is there. Then let's see what question is this. So they are saying that make a decision tree, do hyperparameter tuning. Then okay, if you once build this and fit it, then rest of the questions are easy. I don't think so. Then after doing this, so this will take some time, but I can think of that this will take some time. But after that, I don't think that much time will be needed. I'm not sure.
Sir,
Yes.
so while the grid search CV code is running, we can parallelly do the next question. It not wait.
Yeah, you can do that. You can at least write something, that how to solve the next question. And think uh, like that. Right? Okay.
Sir, just one small doubt. In model building part, the same data set will be used for all the different models, or different data set will be there for different models.
No. You have to use same data set. Just do train test split. Okay. So
Okay.
let's say I'll show you. This is the data set I have. Okay. Now let's say I have this. So this is my DF, which is pre-processed one. Okay. It's a pre-processed one. Now I am splitting it in X and Y here. So this I'm just showing it, but I'm already splitting in X and Y. Okay. So load the data set, then something you have to use train test split, some kind of splitting will be there. There are different kind of splittings, right? That may based on sometimes year or something like that is also possible. Uh, so it's possible on tests like this model building or not. That's a different way, but possible, right? So do check out how to divide data and all. So now I do this. Okay, train test bed not defined. That I can do. Scale up dot. uh, train test like this. Um, okay, so if you see, there's question on like KNN. that train the model on K and use these parameters. For what value of K, the model has best accuracy score on test data. So like, let me know. I'll just import. Let's see. They are telling the train gain model training set. For what value of K, the model has best accuracy score on test data. I can use, say, I can use grid search CV also for K on training set, but then the problem is that I am not using the whole training set. The grid search CV is the last two words in grid search is CV, that is cross validation. So it will create the folds and all, then it will do. That is a problem. So you need a loop or something like a loop like this, and then you can train the whole data set. So I have like xtrain. What we have is xtrain. I should not change the. I should not. How it's being solved. Okay. Let me do one thing. It will solve here. I don't know that, like, if something gets if this has changed, then you will have difficulties. I shared it with you. I have,
Sir,
yes.
sir, your KV is same as n underscore neighbors, right?
Wait, K means is clustering thing. You just said K means, right?
Yes, okay, I got confused with KNN classifier.
Okay, so what is the doubt?
No, so now it's clear.
Okay.
Sir, do we expect any iterations curve, ROC curve, like that type of question, sir?
ROC might not be there, but curves, yes. Maybe plotting the loss and all. So, like let's say you have this KNN classifier.
Yes, sir.
Okay, and what I'm doing currently is I'm not counting, and so let's say from sklearn dot metrics import what we have it. What kind of loss function we have for classifier metrics. Okay, we have for classification accuracy means log loss metrics.
And accuracy F1.
Yeah, those are not loss functions. So
Sorry,
The
loss.
negative loss. Negative loss is there. Scoring.
So it is up to week 10 or week 11?
So week 10. Week 11 is clustering. No, clustering is not.
Okay.
Yeah, let's take this log loss. What's the problem? We'll take log loss. So say I need to import log loss. Now see. First we should know how to write something in log loss. So we need to look into. So if you can see this one, this part, right? So we require y true and y predictions, right? So y true is most likely going to
test.
be y test, and y prediction could be, let's say
Predict
here,
perfect.
anything, right? So probably like whatever classifier I made, and I'll
Yes.
predict from that
X test.
classifier, and I'll give the test part. Okay. So if I want to use this while running this loop, so I'm fitting it here and printing accuracy. I can give it here. I need to change this to KNN. Okay. I don't have this, but I have X test. Okay. So they are skipping by 2, which is okay. We need 1, 3, 5, and 7. So if we skip by 2, so this 2 means we are skipping by 2, right? So range. Okay. We are plotting, and I'm not doing any log of this. So I'll call this as print inside print, and can say loss equal to this. And if I run now, this is important. So I'm getting losses and all, okay? So but the question is, for what value of k will have best accuracy? So accuracy should be higher. So here, let's say accuracy is 0.76. We have 79, which is better than this. 813, and we have 816. So this thing could be a winner, right? 816. So we can choose k equal to 7. Right? In this case, use SGT classifier and training data set to train the model. So now again we have log loss to be apply log.
Sir, a small doubt in the previous question. You have used loop here to calculate the best value of k, right? By chance, let's say in exam we use the grid search CV. So will the answer will come same or they will be different? I mean,
There will be difference because grid search CV use cross
it will,
validation.
yeah, that's so it will mention in the question ki we have to use what technique, something like that, or
I'm also facing this issue, although the answer came the same, in the sense that I chose the right values, but the scores based on which I chosen the values were different than grid search, with grid search and without grid search, even though I use CV equal to none.
CV equal to none is not an option.
No, default is none actually in the grid search CV.
But use five cross validations.
Yeah, you're right. So I use CV equal to none and it chose 5. It did 5 because that's the default value. So, but
Yeah, don't worry. We don't have any question which has this kind of confusion.
um,
okay, sir. Thank you.
so here when you say plotting, what you actually mean is finding different values, not actually creating a plot.
Yeah, we will not ask anything with plot, but maybe if it helps you to see something in plots, like let's say where the least loss is there, and instead of 4 you have 10 values, then plotting is a good idea. Or maybe you can manually check also that is the case. You can use any other kind of numpy function, like where is num max or where is min or whatever, right? So
Got it.
the
Got
thing
it.
you want
Got
to
it.
look for.
Okay.
So that is not a problem.
Sir,
Yeah.
sir, will there be like iteration versus loss graph, right? We
Yes.
asked to plot it or those type
No,
of.
we'll not ask to plot it. Like there will be a question. Like let's say this is there. Let's say this is this use. Let's see what is there. They are asking. Okay, applying that, right? The correct value of accuracy. Uh, the maximum iteration is 10. So I'm not this question, but there are questions on SGD in weekly assignments, or where you can plot the graph and see where is where it is linearly decreasing or something like that, right? Uh, so we'll not ask where linearly decreasing out of 3 4. We don't have that. We are not asking that kind of question, but you can plot it. That's what I was saying. If there is any answers, you can find out from that with plotting. If it helps you, then you can do it. If it doesn't help you, you can without plot also you can find the right answer.
Just
That's
for
what I.
different hyperparameter settings, right? If we plot the graph in the graded assignment, we were asked to find the model which converges fast
Mm-hmm.
with minimum number of iterations.
Mm-hmm.
For that, we plotted some 4 graphs for different hyperparameter values, and
Mm-hmm.
in the
Correct. So yeah, we'll most likely not have that kind, like plotting. Uh, Relying on plotting, it's not there. Like most likely it's not. Though look at the code of it. If you uh, how much hard it is, like I am not sure. Okay. So though we don't have that question. So let's say they're asking to set this all thing, apply lasso. Okay. Maximum iteration is 10. Constant learning rate, regression rate, something. Random state, false. No, please ignore the conversions or okay. You have to create this model. And this kind of question will not take much time, right? You just need to I mean, like import this, then everything is like the penalty L1, which is lasso. Oh yeah, this thing you should know that lasso is L1 and ridge is L2. Ridge is L2. Then we have elastic net. Elastic net also we have, which is like which is like naming will be this only, like I don't know how to write, but instead of L1 L2 you will write elastic net only, but the meaning of that is L1 plus L2. Yeah, this is the thing you have to write.
So why do we use lasso or ridge or elastic net? When do we decide that?
So your first you let's say plot a linear regression. I mean in this case it's a classifier, but still like the you want to so the model you got is underfitted, overfitted. Sorry, overfitted you got. You want to apply regularization. That's when that's why these two techniques are the lasso and ridge to apply regularization on the model to make it underfit. Oh. So there is like let's say you have y equal to mx plus c. Okay, this is equation of line which is overfitted. What they are saying is what you should do, you take some parameter, in this case alpha times, then yeah, alpha time, what is it? What is the formula of lasso? The what I don't recall it. Lasso is alpha time the slope. Slope you will take all the slopes. So summation of all the slopes. Okay. So you what you will do is you will take either, say in lasso you will take the positive only. So what you will do, here we have m, but if you have m1 m2 or w1 w2, if we are familiar with more of that, like w1 x1 plus w2 x2, right? So and this is going to be the intercept. And what we do is we take the, what we call, mod of this. So this kind of this is regularization. Alpha is a parameter which you have to select, like 0 0.2, 0 0.3. So I'll write like something like 0 0.3. Okay. So this 0 0.3 is a alpha. How much penalty you want, by 1, 2, you can set different value of this. And this is going to be same, like what you will have is w1, not like this, w1 positive only plus w2, okay, something like this. So all the, and this is last, and same
Okay.
thing you have with the ridge also, in which way case you take squares of this w1 square plus w2 square, something like that.
What does elastic net mean then?
So they, in that case, they take summation of both of them. So it's like w1, let's say I have this w1 plus w2. Okay, I have this, and another I have a square of this too. I'll add this. I'll have a square of this. So I'll add, how should I add square? So square of this two I have. Now this both will be in a proportion of something. Okay, so what I can take is, maybe if I take, let's say, if I take 0.4 to this, I can take 0.6 of this. I mean same thing, like now see earlier your equation was this plus something, but in this case the earlier equation will stay same. Now uh, you will add this type of thing. Okay, and the whole thing also you can regular, like the whole thing will have some amount of alpha you can select, like say 0.7.
Okay.
So this like take 40% of lasso and 60% of ridge penalty.
L1 ratio.
Yeah, ratio. So they are ratios.
Okay. What is the value 0.4 called then? Alpha is 0.7.
Uh, uh,
L1
usually they call, yeah, ratios they call, and generally they consider, so in sklearn they consider this L1 ratio, that how much L1 is there. So by default this one will be defined like 1 minus something, right? 1 minus 0.4. So you don't
That
need to set
value is given as a parameter to SGB classifier.
uh, yes, I think it is there. I'm not sure, but
There is also some default value for this.
for elastic,
Yes, for
yeah, I
L2 ratio.
think, yeah, see L1 ratio is there, 0.15.
Oh, okay.
It's there.
Clear,
You
clear.
can
Thank
check
you.
it. Yeah, it's it.
So in this case, it is 0.4, right? L1 ratio.
Yeah, in this case, it's 0.4. Okay. Now let's say yeah. So this very straightforward question. You have to set up few parameters and you can solve this. Now sometimes what happens is we ask about after training. So I mean, so training part is okay. You can do that. Like this, right? What is the accuracy of this? Accuracy score of this? What is the question? What saying? Calculate the right. Yeah, write the value of accuracy for test set. In this case, let's say what classes we have first. Like what is y train? Then it's either 0 or 1. I can show you this also. So this is probably binary only, right? So binary class we have. By default, we are just asking what is accuracy score. Now, the problem is not there when you use accuracy score. The problem comes when you use classification report. Classification report. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Okay, so this is a classification report. I'll print this one. So if I print, see now here you got accuracy is 0.835. That's okay. Here, the accuracy is this one, right? 0.8. I mean, still they are very close to each other. Like you will come up in range and all, but precision recall. Okay. In accuracy there is no problem, but the problem is when there is a precision score being asked. Right? What is precision score? Okay. Precision something. So that then also you if you use precision score function, that is okay. But if you use this classification report to write this, then there are two precisions 0.084 and then there is a another precision of 0, like there is no precision in this one. Am I logistic SGT predict X test y test? Okay, yeah, there is no mistake. As a precision of this for 0 and this set. So yeah, let's see what we get in precision score. Okay, we'll have 0 only, will not have the 0.084. Okay, why is that? Because when we study statistics, okay, so this whole thing comes from statistics. There, whoever built this precision score and all, they always consider class 1 as our interest. Statisticians interest, whatever your research interest is always class 1. Okay, so that's why they always compute precision, recall, accuracy, all F1 score, any kind of thing by default for class 1 only. And that's true also. Usually wherever class 1 is there, even in our machine learning model also, wherever you come up with anything, like let's say label encoder is required, right? Let's say label data you require, and you want to find out something out of that, like you want to build the model of it. For which class you want to build the model, you should know that which class is very important for your business study, right? And you will set that as a 1, and then you go ahead. Okay, so like this is a tip that whenever you have a unlabeled, like string label data, if you want to apply label encoder on that, be careful, apply label encoder in such a way that whatever your preference is, that should come out as 1, right? Let's say you have spam versus non-spam data, non-spam, something like this. Then which is your interest? If your interest is spam, then set that as 1, okay, and other as 0. Same thing, let's say I have I want to predict between cat versus dog. Now see here, so both of them, any of them could be 1 or 0, right? It doesn't have any like there's no difference, right, in this. But this, in this case, you should see which is important. Like for your case, if cat is important, then give that to 1, and if dog is important, give 1 to that, okay. And let's say nothing is important, like if both are same for you, then you can choose either one, doesn't matter. But if it is important, like in this case with spam versus non-spam, then you go ahead with this kind of label encoding.
So,
Sir,
so
how to
what is,
identify
what
in
is
the exam, sir,
yeah,
which is asked?
No, in exam it won't be asked.
Okay.
but is there a situation where, so let's say precision score is 0 or some other value? Is there a situation where apart from 0, we cannot rely on the precision score function? So 0, I understand. If it is 0, also run classification report and check.
Mhm.
If it is something other than 0, is there still a need for running classification report?
Running classification report other
See,
than 0.
you gave an example here where classification report is giving 0.84 and precision score is giving 0.
Hmm.
And then you said that obviously precision score is not giving you correct one because it is identifying the class of interest as 0 instead of 1. And so because of that, precision score is 0. So now the takeaway for me is that if precision score is 0, I cannot blindly rely on it. I should also run classification report to see if the numbers are matching. Now, this is for a specific situation where precision score is 0. If it is 0.01 or 0.02, do I still recheck using classification report, or that is acceptable?
Okay. I mean, my I was explaining that uh, that you are getting zeros here, since this is an imbalanced data set. Okay, you'll only know that this is imbalanced data set if you use this classification report, or before that also you can check. Okay, that in this cases this precision recall will not give you much better scoring. In this case you will use F1 score and all, right? You can use F1 score like this, like for 1 it's still showing 0 only, uh, but you will have, so let's say if I print F1 score, you'll have that also as 0, because by default our all the functions like F1 score and all are designed for class 1. When you check this
No,
classification
my
report,
sir, my question is just a bit different. I got this part which you are explaining.
Mhm.
My question is just a bit different. That see, initially in the exam or in other places when I'm running this information, I can get precision score of 1. I can get precision score of 0.
Mhm.
Before you explain this, I would have just blindly taken that and put it as an answer.
Mhm.
Now, the additional information I have got from what you are teaching us is that a precision score of 0, just don't take it blindly. Check classification report, check imbalance of data, and then take a decision. Right?
Uh,
But if it was not 0, would I still check classification report or not?
I mean, in exam or without exam?
Well, no, I mean, both ways. I would prefer without exam as an explanation, but if we are short on time in the
Yeah.
exam,
Okay.
what should I do?
Okay. So in exam, like, so I was explaining that in exam, no need, but without that, yes, you should look to this classification report,
Okay,
and
got it.
you might be able to gain some other information also from this.
So let me then what I will do is I'll read up a bit on classification report, and in case I still have questions, I will get back to you.
Yeah. So
But from an exam perspective, I think I have clarity.
yeah, okay. It's same thing. Whatever you calculate. So see here, by default, the precision score and F1 score and all will give you the answers for this one only. Okay, this.
Yeah.
Can you see?
No,
You'll
that's
have
the part I want to just read up a bit more on. The part you've explained, I understand, but just to go a bit deeper,
Okay.
so that I can build up my knowledge base as well.
Okay. Yeah.
Sir, how to find the imbalance in the data set? Through this.
Count. You.
For this support is the
No,
count for that particular label?
Yeah, support is the count of that label. Yes.
Okay.
But without this also, earlier like we had this counts, right?
Yeah.
Train counts. So this is showing you for test setup. This is training set. Okay.
Okay.
Same thing will come up.
So whenever there is class imbalance, we'll have to use class weights, right?
You can do that. Class weights, you can do that, or the smart synthetic data you can generate. Right? Oversampling, undersampling, something like that also you can do before training itself.
So it will basically increase the support, right? Which for class which is having very low number, it will just increase the samples for that class, right? Smart.
Yeah, smart is like that. So if you use oversampling, then that will happen. If you do undersampling, then it will remove few from the major class.
Sir, if I understand correctly, the precision is low because the true positives are nearing zero, right? Which means the prediction was very bad.
Yes.
So the false positives were high.
False positive was high. Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah. So in that case, we should throw away this prediction and go for a better one, right?
Yeah, this is like the worst kind of model you can say. It has accuracy score, okay, because this imbalanced data set, and see, we got high accuracy even though we didn't achieve any kind of precision, any kind of recall also. F1 score is also not there. Still we got very high accuracy. So this data is not a good one. Okay, but this data is imbalanced, and we can't rely on accuracy also in this case.
Not just data, right? Our prediction was wrong.
I mean, no, I'm not saying data throw away. Prediction is wrong. Yes.
Yeah. Right.
So throw away the model. Yes.
Right. So what we should do is change some parameters so that this works better.
Yeah, you can do that, or see, whenever you have this kind of situation in not in OPV, in like any kind of out of OPV, right? Then what you should do is first, um, you can't bring this kind of data and do much better classification. You need to have something with feature engineering. You need to look for the features, clean them a bit, and like smart, some other kind of feature engineering you have to do. You need to find the relation between the columns, so very complicated feature engineering stuff you have to do. Then you have to train the model, and smart and all will be also be there in that.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
So this is not the fault of the model, right? This is the
No, model is not faulty. Always data is faulty.
imbalance, right? Then.
Yeah, model is just a math. It does something. So whenever you come up with problem, look for the data to blame.
So in the exam, the data set won't be imbalanced, right?
It might be.
But we did not do some feature engineering. Those.
Yeah, because that is not the. This OPP is kind of not the that we are following the best practices. That is not the target of this OPP. The target is that you can solve this kind of thing, like you can apply this whole thing and build a model. So something like that this thing are there. Now, whenever you after this exam, whenever you solve, you know that you have applied this all things like minimum sample split is there, next step. That time you can tweak them, keep them as how you as fit as how you see fit.
Sir, suppose if we are asked to reshape the data set to batches, so
The
it
batch
should
is
be
okay.
the total number of samples should be divisible by the batch number, no, so number of rows. Is it so, sir? Because while doing graded assignment, I face this problem. So I'm asking.
No, see, I
So in a graded assignment 8, the data set we were
Yeah.
given was a 2D, and then we were asked to convert it to 3D
no
using
no.
reshape.
Okay.
I think that's the question.
Okay, yeah, maybe that is not the question. I had this doubt earlier. So let's what we can do is let's skip it. It's not a part of this exam for now. Okay.
Okay.
But I know how to. So you need to set which parameter in the chunk size. Okay, chunk size in read CSV, and your answer will come out as accurately. Okay, so that's a hint, and I'll just move ahead.
Okay. Okay.
So if we use chunk size, we have to use partial fit and then fit right on each chunk.
Uh,
Partial fit with warm start.
no, anyone will also work. Partial fit will work in warm start. Okay. Now what we are doing is we are making a decision tree. Again, like it's a CV, some k-fold imported, not required. Okay. So see, this all parameters are there, and you need to fit a decision tree. Are you comfortable with writing this is the only thing given? Now you have to write this in the code. Are you comfortable with that, or should I go and write it?
Yeah, I think we're comfortable, but somebody's not, they can say so.
Comfortable with what?
This is a decision tree classifier, decision tree regressor. If the data is given, can you write it out or not in code? Week
Yeah,
9 graded.
Yeah, so this is like a description of the question. You have to build the model, right? So model parameters are given. You have
Sir,
to
we
create.
don't have problem in writing these codes, but the problem is if we ask some attributes related to how to find the maximum argument, least loss, like that.
Okay.
Node counts, that if you could explain that, then it would be more helpful, sir.
Okay. So like get depth is okay. Node count. I mean, so this kind of code.
Basically,
Yes,
the
sir.
concept of a best
Yes.
estimator, best param, and best
Yeah.
estimator, the tree, and
Get
within the tree, and so on. So there's
even I
a
saw impurity also, left child, right child.
Okay. Impurity, left child, right child. Okay, that's fine. So till this, I'll skip. Okay, so I'll run this. I have now extend, white train, fine. All the things are great. My model is getting trained. So what I'll do is I'll from sklearn dot tree. You can import one more thing. Should have done it.
Plot tree.
Yeah, plot tree. You can do it. Okay.
So is there a way to increase the size for when we plot the tree? Like sometimes there are too many nodes and it's just so congested. Can we make it larger?
Yes, you can do that. You have to use matplotlib. So let's say import matplotlib dot file plot as PLT. So what you can do is so when you set PLT dot figure like this, and inside this there is called fig size parameter, which will take a tuple. In this you can give how much you want in x. So like for is vertical, and how much you want in width. So height and width. Okay? Height and width. Yeah, that is possible. So 10, 10, 10, 8, anything you can give. Okay? Don't give too much, like that it goes way out of the screen. I don't know. So I haven't done it, but still don't do it. Okay, so now plot tree. Can plot the tree. So decision tree, any something. So we have this classifier. I trained it here. Okay, I created it, then trained it here. Fitting is there. Then I'm just plotting the classifier. So I don't need to fit it again, right? So that's why I can use this one. So if you just give this one,
You will have to use best estimator in that.
that is okay. I mean, by default, it will take the best estimator only.
Okay, okay.
So I don't know if this works or not, but you are right. Like we have to choose the best estimator, but by default, I've seen it that it takes the best one only. So let's say I'll run it and there's no attribute tree. So it's a dot. Parents. What is this? Okay, this is a decision tree classifier. Okay. See the result. We have to see the result and the criteria. Criteria there's this. Steve. Test. So best estimate. So this is a tree. Otherwise, by default it just takes. Okay, this is working.
Yeah, it will plot the tree below this. Just go down a bit.
Yeah,
The actual plot will come below the text. It's not.
it's still building up, so I think it's very huge.
Yeah, there it is.
You can actually ignore the text also, which is filled equal to true. We can do, which will give a color to it. Then have
Is that like a verbose equal to false or something?
X sponsor impurity label, text depth, modality, precision, proportion. I guess AX would be the one. What is AX? distribution. Size of context, okay, method level access, none access. Yeah, that's it. What we can do is, if I write just plt dot show, then it will not appear. Okay. Still not. Still can't see. Like this size also, it's not working.
So what you can do is you can put font size. So plot tree best estimator, instead of field equal to 2, you just put font size equal to 8. So at least it will give you the first 3 or 4 rows properly. And normally the questions are within that. No,
So-
not font underscore, font size. No underscore.
Without underscore.
I think there is a parameter called max depth, which allows you to set how many levels do you want to plot from root.
Okay. After training the model. I mean, before training or after training?
So now you can read the first 3-4 levels.
Yeah, true.
And normally the questions are within these levels only.
Okay. Yeah, correct. We can just see it. Generally, what I do is I open it in new tab and all. I can zoom this a bit. So if you have this,
Sir, here how to find the proportion, sir, of the left child and right child samples?
okay, so see, this is the starting point where we had value. Value will give you the count of each class. So we had 27,594 class 0, and this will always be in increasing order. Okay, so
Okay.
0, 1, 2, 3. If you have multi-class, then this is for 0 count, and this is class 1 count, right?
Okay, sir. Okay,
You
sir.
divided. You made a decision like this: x1 should be less than equal to 0.52. Now, if it's true, then it will go to left.
Left child.
Yeah, so it all the true wherever x1 is less than 0.52, let's say all the samples, right? So samples means rows, if you see. So now, whatever proportion of rows that came here are like 20995, okay,
Yes, sir.
out of 33093. 20995 are here, and in that the distribution is like this. This is the distribution in this.
So the first value is 1 or the first value is 0 in value equal to? First value is 0 or 1?
First is for class 0.
So you have 16,512 zeros and 44831 ones.
Yes.
Okay.
In samples.
So also the number of samples in the left child will be the sum of these two numbers, right?
Left child will be sum of these two numbers.
Root node.
Uh,
No, the number of samples in the left child of the root node.
Root node, okay.
Yes.
This is left child of root node.
So that will be sum of these two, right?
Sum of two values, right, sir? He's asking that whether
Okay,
number of
so-
samples is equal to sum of two values. Yes, it is sum of two values, sir.
Yeah, okay, this two, okay, values. Yeah, this two values will, if you sum it up, samples will be that, yes.
Sir, actually my doubt is if they ask for the proportion, then should I divide left and right, or should I divide left by the whole sample and right by the whole sample?
So let's say if they ask what is the proportion of left child, then
Yes, sir, to the right child.
it's a right child. That what is the proportion of classes in right child? That means
Yes,
you just need to divide this 1016 by this number samples.
Okay, once divided by the number of samples.
Yeah, that is the total of it. That's why.
Okay.
Okay, and if they ask what is the proportion in left and right child,
Yeah,
then
yes, sir, right.
then that means they are asking what is how much division happened, like let's say on base of this decision, how many went to left and how many went to right, that you
Okay.
put.
So
If
at the
they
time, I have to divide by the root samples.
yes, then
Okay.
root sample.
Okay, sir. Thank
Yeah.
you.
Depend
So
on the
if there's
question.
the proportion of the left child to the right
Left child to the right child.
then number of samples to the left child divided by total number of
Total.
samples in the root node, right?
Yes, root node. Yes. Okay. And Gini or any, like we use Gini.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
What would be numbering of
Sorry, you got disconnected. I couldn't able to hear you. Can you repeat?
Rajiv, we could not hear you.
hello? What would be the numbering of nodes? Which one is third nodes in this diagram?
There is no numbering to the nodes. There is a count to the nodes. So like this, there is a depth in the tree. So this is one. This is second depth. This is third depth. Depth is there, but there is no count to the nodes.
So the depth starts from 1, sir, or 0?
It starts from 1.
Okay, sir.
If an exam asks what should be the impurity of third node, then
And I mean, how can they ask it? Like, there is no third node. They can ask what is the impurity in left. I don't know, like third. Let's
Might
say
be
third.
third level node, Rajiv. Might be it is third level node.
yeah.
Yeah, that means then it is third level node, sir. The maximum depth is equal to 3.
Yeah, third. Yeah, so we can ask next like level or depth of a tree. Third, there is no numbering to nodes. So we there is nowhere that kind of uh,
Okay, fine.
practice is being followed. So there is no numbering to nodes.
So first root node will be of depth 0, right?
That is depth 1. It's the numbering starts from 1 in sklearn, and we'll follow scale. Starts from 1, so 1 2. So let's say if you set next step 2, then you will have I yeah, we will have this and this only, right? One decision only. You can check it out actually.
No, sir, I think after the root node it is level 1. Right?
After
Yes, sir, because
okay, yeah, give me a minute. We can check it out. I mean, we can train it. No, that's what's about. We need the decision tree, which is this. So I take this. Okay, I have it here. I set one parameter in this max depth equal to 2, and I'll plot this also. To plot, no, I didn't fit it. So fit string comma y j. Okay. We'll have the estimator. I want to see classifier. So max step 2. So it starts from 0. One. Okay. There is no 0. Right? There is no 0. Okay. So one is there. So max step starts from 0. Okay, sorry for that. Okay, so next step starts from 0, and counting starts from 0. See. There is this one. Now, what is the depth of best estimator? You can get depth like this, right? Here. I was looking for something, but it's not there. Like, no, is there a way to get how what attributes are there? But usually it's not there. See, what you can do is maybe we'll have an option. If I write dot, then things are coming up, but not so. So you need to remember the attributes of this, like tree and all. Others don't have that many attributes, but go through it, like whatever attribute is. So in this, the get depth is attribute. You need to recall this in the while giving the exam, right? That how much is depth. So can run this, will have it, right? So 8 is the right answer, and we see this
8 is the total number of depths, sir, in the tree.
5, 6, 7, and 8. Yes.
Okay, sir.
You can count also the here. So if this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, I lose 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and this is 8.
So there are 9 levels and depth is 8, I think.
Yeah, 9 level, or you can say first one is level 0, then
Yeah, so 8 depth.
yeah. What is the number?
So we can also write get params, right? And it will show all the params.
No, it will give you the param, but this is attribute. So let's say if I write best estimator, go dot get params, then you'll have the params like this. So okay, you had 8 here. Few sample split. Okay, you have this, but what about this one? What is the number of nodes in the tree? So these are the number of nodes. You will not have this. But there is one formula, if I recall, that at a depth you can, if you know the depth, you can actually compute how much, what will be the count of nodes are going to be. Okay, I don't recall the formula, but it's there. You know, you can do it, but otherwise you have always have this one node count. Okay, this estimator node count. Let's say if I want this. Calculate the total number of non-diabetic patient classified as diabetic and diabetic patient as non-diabetic. Basically, they are asking how many false negative and false positives are there. Okay, so either you can do many things, like you can plot confusion metrics and count this, like sum it up, right, wherever this is there, or you can use something like this also. I would prefer confusion metrics over this. So it's a personal choice, whichever way you like. So let's say from scalar dot matrix import confuse and set in matrix and matrix display, then dot from predictions from say from predict from estimator. Then I need to give the estimator also, which is my S estimator, comma so you'll have this. You can submit up like 2143 plus 221, which will come out this number, not this number, this number 4632. Yeah. Okay. Either way, it's your choice. You can go with this way also. What fraction derivation in the test set has been correctly classified as such by the test estimator. So now they are asking about fraction. You can do that also from here. So this you have to sum it up like 112,623 plus 196, then divide by the whole thing, right? You're just computing fractions, which is actually the accuracy also. So this classified as such by the way system, yeah, same thing. Like you can compute accuracy. They are computing, I don't know, but you can compute either accuracy or you can count this and divide by the whole thing.
Sir, is that question is not recalled, sir? Because it's asked for a fraction of correctly classified.
What fraction of diabetes tested has been correctly classified as such by the best estimator?
Yes, sir. Is that accuracy?
Oh, sorry. Only fraction diabetic patient.
Yes, sir.
We had what?
Yes, sir, it is recalled.
It's a recall. Diabetic patient. So they should be diabetic and then they classified as correct. Yeah, that is a recall. Okay. Then what fraction of patients classified as diabetes by best estimate are actually diabetics? Then this is a question. Okay. And you can compute this all right, but how you can do it. What fraction of patient classified as diabetic best estimator are actually diabetic? From 6. And 47. Call PD call. If I go across this, from 0 to 3. Not sure. You can run this thing. I generally, if I recall, if I remember, up along the row, you can compute the precision and something like that. Yeah, I don't remember now, but you can compute this precision and recall using the functions. But careful, like this is going to give you for a class 1 only. You can only have this precision and recall of if you are using class 1. If being asked for class 0, then you need the classification report. You can't compute class. I don't know if there is any parameter. No, there's no parameter for this. So yes, you'll only have it for class 1. Okay. But if it's being asked for class 0, then you will require the classification report to give the answer. Train support vector machine something. So your random state 0. So this is the last question. Yeah, you can do this. Like, I don't think so. This is any complicated. So it will take some time to train. And there are like few parameters in this also there. It got trained. You can have support and supports. Like, other question could be like an SVC could be like, and number of support is there. You can have support. Yeah. What is the intercept, right? Then we see dot. So there are few attributes in SVC also there. Like, let's see. Have N support. Then we have class weight you can set up. So if you have set it class weight, then then something will be there. Otherwise, both are one only. Multi plus of class around the C to each class. So okay, classes coefficient you can get fuel coefficient.
So also in classification report, there is no, can we set the number of decimal place?
No. No, it's not there. You can't do that.
Yes, sir, but if they ask recall for class 0 with 3 decimals accuracy,
Then the right 0.
that will be in the range, right?
It will be the range most likely. I mean, how will they compute? I mean, whoever's creating.
Yes,
And
sir,
I
or from the confusion matrix we have to compute manually.
Yeah, but we'll consider. Okay, we'll consider something. We'll consider 2-digit also for that question. Number support vectors for each class. And support probability of A. Probability, if probability is set at 2, then you'll have the probability of A, probability of B. Okay. Not in our field. Okay, you can set so if you have SVC, you can set few kernels also, like if it's a polynomial kernel, then degree will be helpful. Otherwise, for the rest of the kernel, it's not there. Gamma, you can set up, you want high gamma, low gamma. Okay, shrinking. So there will be, I think, the two things are there in SGT, which is like, yeah, which loss type is which, like what is SVM. So you can set up a SVM with SGD also. Then you can set up logistic regression with SGD also. You can set up a perceptron also from SGD way, and rest of the loss functions are there. If it's being asked, like let's say let's start set up modified Huber or something, and then you can apply it. Okay, penalty alpha L1 ratio, it's all thing covered. Then you can go at that. Yeah, you can set up weight and all. So if weight you want to compare, you have to write the dictionary, right? That 0. So let's say I have this SGD, somewhere I had SGD. So this is a city. You can set up weights like class weight. Class weight like a dictionary. So let's say for 0 class you want to set up as 2, and for class 1 you want to set up as 5. Okay, so this way you can give it, and a model will get trained based on that. So 0 class will have a weightage of 2, and class 1 will have a weightage of 5. Like order doesn't matter here inside, but it should be as a dictionary, a key and a value, key value pair. Now we have something, and we covered decision trees and at least that part, but ensemble is not there. Okay. You can go and have ensembles. So let's say we have random forest, we have bagging classifier, all of this. Yeah, all of this we have tagging, voting, stacking, gradient boost. All of the things same, like how to train a model and all that. You What did I say? Gradient boosting classifier. So let's say if you have this, so few parameter like log loss is there, and learning rate, you can set up an estimator, how many estimators you want. Rest of the parameters same as the decision tree, minimum sample leaf, how much leaf size is. So don't worry about parameters and all. You'll most likely get what parameter you have to keep and all. Okay. Score. So if being asked what is out of bag score, you can have this way. So what is OOB scores, scores and underscore. to get the out of bag score, you need to set up as out of bag equal to true or something. Which parameter was that? Bootstrap equal to true, something like that. It's not there. Then you get it is same as if subsample is less than 1. Subsample is less than 1. Yeah, okay. Here you have to change this. So if you set subsample less than 1, then only you will have it. Yeah, don't worry about too much specification in this thing, but just go through all the classifiers and all, that what kind of functions you have, first for what kind of classification functions you have in SQL, then what are the parameters, few very important parameters which we generally use, and look for few attributes also which is sometimes used and all. Okay? You will be able to solve the OPP. And that, uh, Swarnim, are you there?
Sir,
Yeah.
like, what is the difference between backing classifier and random forest?
So in bagging, you can choose any kind of classifier, but in random forest, only trees are there. So just trees, then that is random forest. So it's a like special case of bagging classifier. Okay. So Swarnim, if you have any thing to add on, you can.
I think I'm going to just repeat that. Hopefully, you have done a lot of practice. And,
Can you be louder, please? Cannot hear you.
how about now? Am I audible better?
Much better. Thank you.
So I would just repeat what I think I must have said in earlier few sessions. Have a lot of practice and get a hang of taking help from the collab itself, because that's something we are not usually familiar with, because we are familiar with taking help from Google or Bing. So just practice that a little bit, and I think you will be okay.
Can I ask what the number of questions will be in this particular setup? Normally, this information is available beforehand. If it is not, I mean, okay.
No, this information is not available, but you can expect a similar number of questions as from P1. But again, it could increase or decrease both ways.
Because last time, I think most of us, not representing everyone, but most of us ran out of time. So just want to make sure mentally we are prepared. That's why I was asking.
I see.
Is there any other important component of week 10 that needs to be covered? Because the GA and PA have many more questions. Although I've not seen them in previous years, so just want to understand the depth at which we have to cover week 10. I mean, I have read up on it. It's not like I haven't. But normally, some of the grid searches in week 10 take a very long time, up to 6-7 minutes to run. And I'm just wondering if that is something that I can encounter in the exam as well.
Okay, so see, grid search CV and all the type of questions that you find in PA and GA, they are important. Plus, the type of questions that you've seen in previous OPT. I think that should put you in a very good spot if you have practiced them. Regarding the large amount of time it takes to run a grid size CV call, it's typically a large amount of time is warranted when you are doing PA and GA, but in the examination we tend to take care of the fact that you cannot invest too much time waiting for the call to finish. So the data set size and the parameter search, the parameter grid that we provide to you is going to be manageable enough that it runs within let's say within 30 seconds for sure.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Sir, can we import the necessary files previously in the collab file? I mean, I think you used to share the collab file a day before. So can we import those necessary files like decision tree, metrics? Is it allowed?
Yes, so that was very helpful last time.
No, Deepa, unfortunately that is not allowed.
Okay.
See, since you already know what kind of APIs you would be using, most likely, before looking at the questions is difficult, but
yes,
most likely the APIs that might be used, you can create a list beforehand and start typing when you get the first chance, when the OPP begins. That might save you time, but before the OPP begins, do not type anything in the notebook.
Okay, sir. Sure. Okay, sir.
And that
Can we get the solution of OPP mock 2?
Pardon me, Purva, can you repeat that?
Can we get the solution of mock 2 for OPP2?
OPP2. Manoj, could you please take this question? Purva, I would request you to start a thread or send an email. We'll look into it. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So one unrelated question. So is that in the graded grading document, Jan grading document, you mentioned that graded assignment marks are from week 7. Sorry, first best 7 of 9 assignments. But this time there are 10 assignments. So is the 10th one going to be counted or not?
Good question, Anupam. I think you have raised a important point. I'll have to check back with the team and come back to you. We cannot.
Right. I have already raised this in discourse and marked you. If you would kindly have a look.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay. Thank you so much.
So we'll be provided with the documentation, like from where we have to import the module names.
Right. Exactly like that you had in OPP1.
Sir, if we get any in one OPP greater than 40, is it enough to not to repeat in the next term? The
That
OPP
is
session.
Yes, Deepa, that is correct.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Any other questions?
I think someone has posted something in the chat. I think
Not
you're
sure.
mute.
Yeah, not sure, Arjit. Or you may need to ask support team if you are eligible or not.
Sir, one small request, sir. Actually, tomorrow we have TA session. If we have any other OPP term questions, uh, rather than these two, we already solved two OPP questions. If we prepared with any other OPP questions, it would be helpful to solve, sir. So,
Okay. No, we.
yes, sir. We have solved two set of questions. I know that.
Yeah, that's
Apart
enough.
from
Like,
those,
don't
yes.
don't worry. Like, it's enough.
Okay,
You
sir.
just go towards data cleaning part. Because for that, I don't know. Like, if the data changes, that always creates problem. You can't solve it with previous terms and all.
Okay, sir.
The data is always new. Other in model building, something similarity will see, but
Okay, sir.
in pre-processing you'll always have new questions.
Sure, sure, sir. Okay, sir.
And yeah, so practice uh, hard data cleaning and all, like I explained in the last session, okay, revision session took at night. uh, there are three steps only, okay? 3 to 4 steps. Like, you need to remove the null values, you need to find the null values, okay, then you need to remove them with a strategy or something, right? And then if there is a text data, you categorical data, you need to either one hot or ordinal encoding. Then there might be a case of scaling, so standard or min max scaling, or both, right? Any cases you will see. So uh, try doing it several times, maybe practice it, and maybe you'll be able to do it, okay? And model
Sure, sir.
building part, uh, there will be questions on like similar to OPPs, the previous term or mock OPPs, that a set of parameters given, you need to train a model, and then there will be some questions of that, like what is precision recall, something that is easier, but a complicated question could be, you know, train it in certain way, that plot, not plotting, but find a loss at each iteration, or what will be the what will some attribute value you need to find out, something like that, okay?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, in logistic regression or any other, sorry, yes, or any other classifier, if we set that multi, multi-class equal to multinomial, or if we set it as OVR, one versus rest, right? But in both the cases, the output will be same, right? It will train, if there are 10 classes, it will train 10 binary classifiers.
Okay, that is OVR. Yeah, it should be like that, but I haven't done it.
Yeah, because I get 10 rows if I print the coefficient or the intercept in both the cases.
Okay. One versus, yeah, it should be like that, but that's why I'm saying, like, I can't guarantee on that, but it should be like that also. I need to check. Okay.
So also that in one of the weekly sessions you told discuss about that CCP alpha, right?
Yes.
Cost complexity pruning. So
Yes.
first we'll have to find the CCP values and then use those values in grid search CV, right?
Yeah, that would be better if you want to post prune it. So first you can find out the CCP alpha values, then uh, I mean, then there is no need to actually grid search CV it. Like, after that, you will have the best alpha. You can plot the training error versus test error, and wherever you see the minimum distance, that would be the best alpha value. I mean, there is no need of training after that. So the CCP alpha values, though it's a hyperparameter, correct, we do hyperparameter tuning, but there is a method to find the best alpha value. So that's why we don't need to do grid search CV on that.
Okay, in the exam will not be asked to do grid search CV on CCP alpha, right?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I mean, what I just said is, um, I mean, it's true, but I don't recall like if it might be there. Okay, so it's just a parameter. You can set it up if some values are given, except the pruning path. You can set that up.
So it will be given, if it is given, it may be given like other hyperparameters and just
Yeah,
use
yeah,
it for grid search CV in the OPP, right?
yeah. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. I guess that's all. That's all from our side. Like we covered, I covered pandas also in last times. Like, go ahead, do something with data analysis, like interpretation, um, prepare well. Okay.
Sir, I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, for example, in rich classifier, if we set the solver as SAG or Saga, right?
Mhm.
Then is it similar to using SGD classifier with average equal to true?
I mean, in rich classifier, you don't uh, you don't have stochastic gradient descent in that, right? Rich. In rich, it will be like normal gradient descent.
Solver. It, so you're saying that SAG solver is not available for rich classifier, right?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying that ridge uses gradient descent. SGT uses stochastic gradient descent. Like after every sample, it changes, the value of parameters will change, right? Mhm.
Yes, sir, but in rich classifier, if we set solver as SAG, it is stochastic average gradient, right?
That is true.
So that is why in SGD classifier, if we set average equal to true, then I thought both will be equivalent.
Okay, so do we have that in ridge? Um, Let me see. Ridge classifier. Okay, yeah, it is using like the average gradient is like stochastic average gradient descent. It could be same. It could be same.
Okay,
Okay.
sir. And if we set average equal to true, after the 10th iteration only, then it will start averaging, right?
Sorry. So, what you said?
No, sir, in
Can
HDD classifier, if we set average equal to true,
true.
then it
Okay.
will start averaging after 10 iterations.
Okay.
No, I'm asking only
No,
after
no,
10 iterations it will start averaging or before also.
no. Not sure though. But Do we have average in that SGT? Yeah, okay, we have average. So okay, you were saying when set to true, computes the average SGT weight across all objects and shows the result is set to an integer greater than 1. It will begin once the total number of samples reaches the average. Oh, it's an example of that. I mean, you can set any number. So either you can write like a false, or otherwise you what you can give is you can give a number to it. Like let's say 5. If you give 5, then it will start averaging after 5. If you give 10, then it will start after averaging 10. 20, any number you can select, but you
Okay.
have to give the number.
Okay, average equal to that number.
Yeah, average equal to that number.
Yes, sir. And also regarding that HGD classifier, you are saying that it might be equivalent, right? Similar. That using rich classifier with solver SAG and HGD classifier with average equal.
With average equal to, maybe you
1
can set 2. One, no, one will be one. From 1 it will start. So 1 is like only one sample. Then write 2 maybe. Mm, that might be equal.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. You can, okay, if you have this kind of doubt, maybe you can ask ChatGPT also, because in-depth knowledge of this SQL we also don't have. Like we use this for training models and all. Theory wise, we have somewhat uh, knowledge, but we don't go this much in depth. And like I haven't gone through. Okay, so if you have like what is this two are equal or not, most likely I won't know it. Yeah, so that's all from my side.
Sir, also the gradient boosting, I could not understand the theory, like, so, but in OBB it should not be a problem, right? If I
You
know how
didn't
to import and
understand.
use it, then
Oh, the okay. Yeah, you won't find any difficulty in what? Yeah, you won't find any difficulty in OBB with gradient boosting. If you, it's just an estimator, you can import it and you can apply it. Okay?
yes, sir. Okay, sir. I don't know the theory much.
Yeah, that's okay. That's okay. I think it's not there in MLT. That's it.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir.
Yeah. Okay. Bye bye then.